Hey everybody, welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. During the break, I leveled myself up to 77, so we can get right back into the main story quest. The lag was gone yesterday as I was doing the leveling up, so hopefully we continue that trend today. Well, let's go ahead and talk to Thancred and get this party rolling. Hold on. He takes a little bit of effort. I'd say we're long overdue for a good turn. I can only hope the gods feel the same way. Now, Nuvia's leavings was to the south, was it? Let's get going. Alright. How far are we going? A decent way. I also managed to clear out my inventory, so I'm not just full of a bunch of stuff, both in my regular inventory and my gear inventory. And I did not do any of the quests with the dwarf guy. I'm drawing a blank on his name at the moment, but didn't want you guys to miss any of those because they're just so fun. Something else I think I did. It's escaping me at the moment. Oh, I forgot to fix my gear. Whoops. I'm not very good at that. Okay, cool. The way you described it, I was expecting the place to be abandoned. Perhaps our fortunes are finally improving. Though, we should probably hear what Guthjun has to say before we celebrate. Assume we can find him, that is. Alright, let's track down Guthjun. I mean, there's no real tracking since the game tells us where to go. Whoa. We gotta fight things too? Oh, let's see if we can just run past. Looks like we got plenty of space to run around in. Oh, crud. Sorry, had auto advance still on. Well, you should have listened to Thafe. You're wasting your time. But this site is not as developed as the others, is it not? Surely there must be something left. I should explain. The stone you're looking for is leonine. All the Talos in the hills of Ambert are powered using them. Or were, at least. Anyway, whatever's left, if anything, is too far below to be safely excavated. In the deepest reaches of the mine, we used Talos to keep the pathways from collapsing. They're still there, but they could give out at any time, which is why much of the mine is closed off. Then our only option is to search the higher levels for any fragments of leonine that may have been overlooked. I suppose there may be one other way. Well, don't leave us in suspense. What you're asking for is a trade secret. I need to be duly compensated in exchange. Fine, what do you want? The other day, I found a Vobert gold piece down in the mines. A bloody Vobert gold piece. And wouldn't you know it, I dropped the damn thing somewhere while I was working. Find it, and I'll tell you what you want to know. You drive a hard bargain, sir, but we'll take it. Seems we have our work cut out for us, Lilin. Thankfully, I have an idea of how we might hurry things along. One second here. Adjusting my fan. That should fix it. Yeah, you probably still hear it a little bit, but let me know if it's too much of a distraction. As I'm sure you've noticed, despite their best efforts to illuminate the corridors, it's rather dark in here, meaning it will be that much harder to find a single coin hiding in the shadows. That's why I propose we use these sun drops. They help the eye take in more light. Why don't you start your search further in, and I'll handle this area here. I'll retrace your steps after in case you happen to miss it. If you feel the drop's effects wearing off, I can give you more, so don't worry. Another one where they're giving us a time limit. Although not much of it. Looks like I just get it. Oh wait, there we are. We got 3 minutes. I'm willing to bet there's going to be multiple spots to check. But we'll check the first dark shadow. You search the shadows but find nothing. Perhaps the gold piece lies elsewhere. Alright. A little silly that we have to search for a single coin. We probably have enough money to just give him however much the coin is worth. As you search the shadow, a glint catches your eye. You turn over a rock and find the Vobert gold piece. Yay! And there was much rejoicing. Does not tell us how much it's worth. Got a whole bunch of stuff to turn in. I was hoping he dropped the gold piece somewhere closer to the entrance. More fool me to think Lady Luck was on our side. Or maybe she is. Yours at least. In the end, my contribution was little more than poor company. Let's buck her up, Buttercup. No more than usual, I assure you. I only managed to survive the Coerthan wilderness in the imperial capital by virtue of extensive preparation, a habit of mine since childhood, and one of my few positive traits which endeared me to Louisoix. Louisoix? 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 Anybody know French? Oh, hit the wrong button. Announce Louisoix. Anybody's got a actual answer, so I'm just gonna say Louisoix. It hasn't been easy finding ways to compensate for my condition. Every tool and trinket has proven vital to my continued success, such as it is. Had I chosen to pursue the arcane arts rather than espionage, well, I'd rather not think on it. So long as I have the means to protect those dear to me, and to see my duties through. That's all that matters. Now let's hurry back to Guthgen. The sooner we get back to Oriange and Minfilia, the better. Yes, let's hurry back to the guy standing in earshots. You're back? Wait, does that mean? I'll be damned. You actually found it. Well, a deal's a deal. But don't think this means you'll find what you're after. Ooh, some dies. Or some more silver pieces. Probably just take the gold. We'll wait for the dies and stuff when we get to the end game. Where glamour is the real end game of Final Fantasy XIV. To be honest, I wasn't sure you could pull it off. But you did, and I'm a man of my word. Come with me. Where exactly? Back outside. Okay. This car cracks me up. I really ought to finish Final Fantasy XV at some point. I enjoyed it. Thought the combat was interesting. The music was fantastic. Mainly because you could just listen to whatever Final Fantasy music you wanted to listen to. But its own music was pretty good too. But I never really got out of the open world area. I just kept taking on side mission after side mission after side mission. So I never really advanced the plot too much. Every time I step out of those mines, the sky seems to get brighter. I'd never leave them if the air weren't so stale. But you're not come to hear my grievances. You're after Leonine. First, I have to ask, you ever heard of rockworms? Rockworms. I know them by another name, though I'm fairly certain the locals call them knockers. That is not what they're called, Thancred. Someone told you that to make you seem foolish. And Guthjohn's just gonna let you think that way. Aye, that they do. Whatever you want to call them, those little bastards may be the answer to your troubles. They can fit through cracks and crevices down there we could never hope to reach. And on occasion, they come back with something valuable. They dig up Leonine in the mines? It's a rare occurrence, but yes, that said, it usually amounts to no more than a few flakes. Well, our only other option sounds tantamount to suicide. So how can we draw out these rockworms? Over by that shack, you'll find a bag full of smoke bombs. Set off a few in the mines and you'll flush them out in no time. Once they're out in the open, knock them senseless and check their backs. I should warn you, this method of mining, if you can even call it that, is used as a last resort on account of what little they're like to bring back. You'll want to cover as much ground as you can if you hope to find anything of value. Assuming you do find something, bring it here and I'll have a look. We should split up if we were to cover more ground as you suggest. If you can cover these 3 areas on your map, I'll see to the parts between them. Does anybody here fix stuff? No. Alright. I gotta remember when we go back to Twine to fix my gear. Alright, we got our smoke bombs. Let's go kill some worms. Let's go squeeze some knockers to see what comes out. Okay, looks like we're just placing smoke bombs at this moment. So place the one down here, and then I'll hop on a mount and move back faster. Alright, this guy's in my way. Shouldn't be too hard to take out though. Looks like the lag's back. I think I am the cause of the lag. It's alright. Only happened a few more times. I'm going to be moving at the end of the month, and I'll be able to get better internet service in my new place. So we shouldn't have this problem after that. But for now, we'll just have to deal with the fact that I have a little bit of lag when I play Final Fantasy XIV while streaming to y'all. Alright, and the last crevice is right here. The air in the mines grows thick with smoke. Nearby, you hear the soft rumbling of stones. Alright, kill this gnome. Still think they look too badass to be called gnomes. Even though I dodged it, that still was counting in the X0 I was in the AoE area. Okay, they're called Wandering Knockers. I don't think everyone's in charge of localization did a very good job of explaining the term knocker to whoever was naming the monsters here. Do this 6 more times. And looks like we're gonna have to do it while also dealing with the gnomes. I think I'll just stay in the shadow range. Not going to do that much damage. Only 5,000. Yeah, knockers don't do much damage apparently. No matter how hard they slam into you. Five more to go. I was hoping they'd like rush out of the mines and We could have just stayed in one place and got all of them as they came out. But no such luck. They're fairly quick fights. Alright. Saw one more down that hall there. Come on. Ooh, 3 of them at a time. Yeah, I still don't think it's worth moving out of the way. It shatters. Worst case scenario, we have Sleeve here. Cast Whispering Dawn, which just acts as a regen. That's the word I'm looking for. And I'd prefer to just come out 3 at a time. Wait, did they count that one? Another gun. Well, that was totally up there. That one counted. I don't know why it didn't count that last time. But it's not a difficult fight. I guess just cast Whispering on it. I'll be healing up in no time. Okay, it spawned one more probably after I ran away. Alright, 2 more to go. I saw one of them just on the other side of this junction. And the last one better be... yeah, there it is. I was afraid it might be over in this area, which would have really annoyed me. Part of war and biology, these guys go down pretty quick. Last one. Get around this gnome first. Perfect. Alright, last one. Another creeper. stragglers. Alright, back outside to show Guthjun what we found. Boy. There you are. Find anything promising? Between the two of you, I'd say you've got quite the haul. Best get comfortable, friends. It's gonna take time for me to sift through all this.
You may not remember this about Arminfilia.
What don't we remember?
But prior to founding the Path of the 12, long before the Scions, she was something of a minor. After her father died, Flamine took her in and taught her the trade. I think they were both seeking to fill the void left by a loved one. Maybe that's why she took to it so readily. Back in those days, I spent most of my time in the Quicksand, or some other tavern, loosening tongues and gathering secrets. Occasionally, I'd catch a glimpse of her in the street, on her way home after another hard day's work. I always felt a wave of relief when I saw she'd come back safe, along with a pang of guilt at the fact I wasn't there to support her as I should have been. Simply speaking with her more than once in a blue moon would have been a good start, but I could never bring myself to do it. Instead, I threw myself into my work and became every drunkard's best friend. Far from it, and Flamine has never let me live it down.
It's interesting getting their
That was a
backstories
lifetime ago.
this
Here and
so
now, I
far
have
in
another
the
chance to do
game.
things right, and I will not squander it again.
Hey, come and see what I found. You're not going to believe this.
Tell me it's Leonine.
It is at that. You lot were born lucky. It's mostly broken pieces. But look at this.
This is a rather fine specimen.
Glad you're such an expert on a rock you've only just
It's
discovered.
been decades since we found anything approaching this big. But that's not all. There's an engraving on it.
Bet it's from the wife.
Scratches here. They're a little hard to make out. To my beloved Magnus and School.
Called it.
Yes! Do you see? It was a gift to Magnus from his wife. She found it. She really found it. She must have spent her final hours carving this message into the stone, in the hope that he might see it one day. Those rock-backed bastards must have made off with it before we could clear a path to her. It's fate that brought you here to find this stone. No other explanation. It makes me wonder what else might still be buried in these parts.
Yeah, like I said, I think I'll just take the money. I can work on finding dyes later. I wouldn't believe it if I had not seen it for myself. Before you set it into Talos, would you take it to Magnus? For 3 long years, he believed she died for nothing. He must know the truth, that her sacrifice was not in vain. But her sacrifice was in vain. We'll take it straight to him. You have my word. Thank you, Guthjon, for all your help. Right then, let's not keep everyone waiting. I am 90% sure that all of the mounts move at the same rate. But boy, does it feel like some of them move way faster than others. Alright, before I advance the plot, let's go fix our stuff. Yeah, some of that is getting very worn. Yeah, it's down to 27%. Whoops. Oh wait, he's not drinking his troubles away. He's at the graveyard drinking his troubles away. What? Oh, it's you. If you've come to complain about the trolley, you'll find no sympathy from me. I told you before it won't run, and you wouldn't listen. Oh, but it will, now that we have this. Your name is engraved on it, along with your son's. It was a gift from your wife, Magnus, from Agna. No, she couldn't have. Agna. Take it. Do with it what you will. Are you certain? It would delay our plans, but... I said take it. It was you who found it. You who needs it. Looking at that stone, all I can see is... Please, just leave me be. I hope you'll be there when the Talos stirs to life. I'm sure she'd want you to see it. Would you do the honors of delivering this to Oriange? Fuck, what was Oriange's voice? Oh, thou art returned, and with Leonine, it would seem. As promised, the Taloth hath been made ready to receive its heart, thanks in no small part to Jarek, Thaf, and Minfilia. At last, we shall return time to the timeless, this sentinel of stone, that we may press on towards Nabith Aran. Very good. Now, let us begin.
Preparations for the enchantment are complete. When the heart hath been suffused with a sufficient quantity of ether, the golem should be restored to life.
Yeah, there's no way to be able to do their voices.
All right then. Whenever you're ready. It's working! It's working!
Maybe it's just me, but it looks like that would damage the rails rather than help.
Magnus!
For this wretched heap of stone and rubble? This worthless pile of earth? And yet, I can't.
Philly seems to be getting cold feet. Maybe?
What troubleth thee, child?
I shouldn't be here. I don't deserve to be. I don't deserve any of the things you've done for me. I'm just a burden, helpless and hopeless. If tomorrow came and I was gone, it would be better for everyone. Thancred most of all. He'll never admit it, but I can see it in his eyes. I wish he'd just say it. Just say that he hates me, that he wishes I was dead so that she could return.
None of this is thy doing, child. 'Twas I who set the oracle on her path unto the first. I, who condemned you all to suffer these torments. 'Tis my sin alone, and one that will haunt me unto my dying day. Yet I dare not dwell overlong on my many regrets, for the world is a tapestry of fates, interwoven and inseparable. And we who strive to better it cannot choose but make difficult decisions. For naught of worth was ever achieved without sacrifice.
I like that line. I like it a lot.
And thus must man ever struggle to weigh life against loss. The one for whom thou mournest beareth no grudge. Were she here, she would not suffer thee to languish in sorrow. She would tell thee to seek thine own path, thine own purpose. It is a truth which I myself was slow to learn, yet a truth it remaineth. Thou needst but have faith. Have faith, and all will be well.
Not today.
I'm liking Orianche in this expansion. He's grown from... Meanwhile, in the Crystarium, he's grown from sort of like a wet blanket into something very interesting. I thought he had his hood down for a moment.
To what do I owe the pleasure that is your extended stay?
Oh, to the tediousness of our hero's present endeavors. That and the insufferable abundance of light in Armorang. I should be glad to keep my distance. Oh, I'm rather fond of sleep, you know. It's a wonderful way to pass the time. Not that my compeers would agree, mind you. Always on the move, the lot of them. Like La Hebrea, constantly jumping from vessel to vessel. Such fire, such determination. So much passion, fleeting and forgotten.
I'm thinking the Exarch might be one of them.
Come to think of it, Exarch, I don't believe I've ever seen you retire to your chambers for so much as 40 winks. However do you keep your eyes from closing? The cold shoulder. You wound me, sir. Always so guarded in our every interaction. Interactions you curiously refrain from sharing with the Scions and their champion.
And risk souring your budding relationship? I think not. Much as I dislike you, there are more useful targets for her energies. And I am not in the habit of pointing her at my enemies like a weapon.
Is that right? Fond of her, are you? You continue to fascinate me, Exarch. But tell me, who are you?
Got two guesses. Either this world's Alphinaud.
The once great nation whose ingenuity gave birth to this tower was shaped by my hand. As such, I know full well the wonders it can facilitate, and those it cannot.
Or
There
he's
is
an
nothing
Assi.
in these walls which could have aided you in summoning our dear friend across time and space. Much less in possession of her mortal flesh. Not even I could have performed such a feat.
Alright, maybe he's not an
I
Assi
see.
then.
You had a hand in Alag as well. You would know what I am? I am the adjudicator of the sacred history with which you dared trifle. I am
What is that?
keeper of this tower's boundless wisdom. The wisdom of ages without age, of everywhere and nowhere. The great work of those who tamed the wings of time and grasped the nature of the rift. 'Tis a boon born of sacrifices yet unmade. The parting gift of brave heroes who will one day give their lives for a brighter future. I will not see their hopes and dreams squandered. The history which led us here will be unwritten. I promise you that.
Didn't really answer the question, though.
Well, it seems we're both eager to fulfill our duties then.
On that much, we are in agreement.
Mine apologies for the delay. Minfilia and I had a private matter to discuss. Which bringeth me to the question, how didst thou find Thancred during your search? He spoke of Minfilia, of his own accord. I see. 'Tis well that he did, and with such candor. I attempted to broach the subject before. My intention was to ensure no words remained unspoken between them, lest tragedy intercede. A regret I myself know all too well. Alas, in the end he refused to heed my counsel. A time will come when they must face the reality of their circumstances, but I have faith that all will be well in time. Now, let us not tarry any longer. The Talos and Navith Orang await. Alright. Full steam ahead. It's been years since I've seen a Talos in such fine shape. Would that Agna... Oh, god dang it. I was ready to let her dreams die down there in the mines. Even after you found the Leonine, I refused to believe it could work. Gods, what a fool I was. But I tell you now, I'm going to take good care of this Talos, for both their sakes. On behalf of my family and all the miners of Twine, thank you. Well, enough chitter-chatter. Let's get you lot to Navith Orang, eh? Everything seems to be in order. I take it that Talos' presence resolves the issue of the gate? Oh, that. Yes. It's designed to open at the Talos' approach. Then we can finally go to Navith Orang? You certainly can. All that remains is a final check of the control box over at the mines. You hear that, boys? Get that Talos over to the mines and keep a close eye on it around the curves. Understood? Yes, sir. Let us repair to the mines then. Before we go, while you were away with Lilith, I prepared an extra set of cartridges for you. And this one, it's the practice cartridge you gave me. I know I should have thrown it away years ago, but I've been adding a little extra to it every day. After so many charges, I'm honestly not sure what it will do, but I wanted you to have it, for luck. Minfilia, we should hurry. Magnus and the others are probably wondering where we are. there were a couple of parts of the tracks I was curious about, but I didn't feel like trying to figure out last time. Since there's a gap between them, I'm wondering oh, excuse me, if it's possible for me to fall between the gap. Yep, it is. Alright. Well, I'm glad I didn't test it before. That would have been a pain. Pretty much there. Looks like the Talos is ready for us. So this is it. We're finally going to Nabitha Ring. I've thought long and hard about what to say to her. To the real Minfilia. I hoped when the time came I would know. But with every step we take, I feel more uncertain. There's no reason to give up, though. Not when so much is at stake. Thank you, all of you, for helping me to get here. Now let's not keep Magnus waiting. There you are. So, what do you think? A little primitive looking, I'll admit. But Daedalus Stoneworks has always favored a simple, intuitive design, and that philosophy has served us well enough. Much of the trolley network uses single tracks, making it easy for the Talos to navigate them as needed. And plotting a route is so simple, even we could do it, which makes for fewer accidents in transit. Speaking of which, are you ready to board? Alright then, watch your step.
Ariange?
Thou must needs carry on without me. The path to Nabitha Ring lieth open. Whilst thou travellest thither to the south, I would apprise Mistress Alize and the others of our progress. As circumstances permit, I will thereafter rejoin the hunt for the remaining Light Wardens.
Magnus, will the gate close immediately after the trolley passes through?
No, it will stay open until someone closes it manually. Built that way to prevent any untimely accidents.
Then you and the others can meet us in Nabitha Ring, after giving the Ilmorans the slip.
Ariange. Thank you for everything.
Remember, thou needst but have faith.
If you finished with your goodbyes, I suggest you grab hold of something. Be a shame if you took a tumble. The tracks beyond the gate aren't in the best of shape, so the trolley can only go as far as Malik. Godspeed!
we go. With none of us having grabbed a hold of something.
That must be the gate.
Okay. I was gonna say, if it's just a weight thing, couldn't figure that out.
So far, so good.
Seriously?
Is that Ranjit?
How the heck did he survive? And how the heck did he get to us?
You're a stubborn old swine, aren't you?
One who has mastered Gukumots fears not the blackest pit or the fieriest hell. Your deeds in the East did not go unnoticed. Long have I lain in wait, and sure enough, you did not disappoint. Had you only sworn fealty to Lord Vorthry, you'd have no cause to skulk about like frightened animals. You will remain as you are, while I dispatch these villains.
No. I won't. I won't let you.
You forget to whom you speak. Who armed you, trained you, fought and killed 1,000 sin-eaters with you. And when you were inevitably cut down and lay lifeless in my arms, who sought out your successor to carry on the futile struggle again and again? We seek to bring peace to what is left of this shattered land, while these mad fools would only bring further chaos down upon us. Do not be deceived, child. Only by Lord Vorthry's hand will this dying world know a sliver of salvation.
I don't know about the world, but I never asked to be saved. However much it hurts, and however hard it gets. It's my life, and I want to live it on my own terms! And those mad fools you want me to abandon, the ones I've traveled with, fought with, and may one day die with, they feel the same. So no, I will not be deceived, no matter what you say. I refuse to believe it's all for nothing. They're everything to me. All I have, and all I need. And I would gladly do anything for them. Let us pass, or kill me. I'm not leaving here without them.
How dare you! Very well. If you would cast your lot with villains, then you shall share their fate.
Another boss fight.
I heard what you said, and I'm sorry for all the things I've left unspoken. You have to go, now!
Thancred, no!
Go! Do what you came here to do. I'll not have you waste that newfound resolve on me. I leave her in your hands. Hurry!
I think it's funny that they have my character mime talking, but rarely ever have me choose what they're saying.
Not another step. Your fight is with me. You think yourself a protector? As if a whelp like you could be a better father to her than me.
Suddenly a dragon. Oh, crap. Suddenly, I'm Thancred. I don't know what any of these things do.
Come on!
I don't know what I'm doing. Ow. Jeez. Jeez, I'm just moving backwards this whole fight. I have no range.
This isn't the world.
Alright, I think I did what I had to do.
Feast of my blood, answer my call! Rend my foes and ward their blows!
Whoa, that's new. Using perfect deception. What is perfect deception? Okay. That.
Not good.
For the time being. Oh crap. Crud, that's gonna hurt a lot. Oh, managed to avoid it. Alright. I'm not sure what the shell is or does. Serpent heads again.
No quarter!
This is a needlessly long fight, I feel. Especially since it seems like I'm moving around until they decide it's time for me to use my attack. Some point to the fight. Come on. What's up? The dragon head blow. There we go. Oh, what?
Fall!
Oh, come on. How can he find me now? Just changed the move on me. I would like to, but it's horrible here. Come on. Come on. That's so annoying. At least they make him stay in place once you start casting. I mean, it's kind of fun to control the other characters every once in a while, but that was just way too long.
You would have her suffer and die. I would spare her that fate.
That is not for you or anyone else to decide ever again.
Thanker's gonna take a nap now.
Not a single day goes by that I don't think about all that you have given me. Countless memories and moments I took for granted. Gods, you grew up so fast. But you had to, didn't you? For those you had lost. For those you could yet save. A world teetering on the very brink of oblivion, for which you gave your everything, without hesitation. Your kindness, your compassion, your love, then and now. One last time, with a little help. I'm so proud to have been a part of your life. Oh, Minfilia.
Be surprised if they actually killed off Thancred. So many of the Scions have been dead. In the same way so many of the X-Men have been dead. Or any comic book character for that matter. This is the place, Lillian. This is where she stopped the flood. The last time I was here, when I felt her presence overwhelming me, I tried to pretend it wasn't happening, to just turn away. But I can't turn away now, not this time. For Thancred and the others, I have to face her. In the event that you are to leave the area, speak with the apprentice engineer at Twine in Amarang to return to Nabitharang. Well, we're not going to leave. We're going to press forward after I get some more water. So hang tight. I'll be right back. Alright, let's press on. I can sense her presence, albeit faintly. Come on, let's look over by the crystal wall. Ooh, there's something that needs to die. Here's something that hurts like crazy. Holy crap. Oh. My fairy got unsummoned. That should help. One of three. Oh. Well, we take out these guys. They're not bad. One more on our way to our quest marker. Hi. Got stuck in the ring of fire there. Three of them. Gave us 15 sacks of nuts. Oh, come on. I'm already well away. Alright. Surveying the destination. That's a great shot. Wow.
Is this...
Oh, we get to see the actual day of event.
Run for your lives! It's the flood! The flood!
Look! There's somebody out there! On top of the palace!
Yes, because looking up as you're all about to die makes perfect sense. There are the warriors of darkness.
No, stand back.
What?
We shall stay the flood.
But this is what I want! It's my sacrifice to make!
Your time has not yet come. When all hangs in the balance, you must give them hope.
Midfilia!
So Artbert still has a role to play.
This place. You.
Ours is a meeting long overdue. Full glad am I that we may finally speak. My dear sweet child.
Replace the butt window with an armpit window.
Such pain and suffering you have endured. Yet still you came. For this and more, I thank you.
I've lost count of the times I've almost given up. If people hadn't helped me every step of the way, I never would have made it.
Yet here you stand, resolved. Now, tell me your heart's desire.
To defeat the Sin Eaters, and bring this world back from the brink. The remaining Wardens have hidden themselves from us. But with the power of the Oracle, I thought we might be able to find them.
Indeed you could. Their radiance would be unmistakable. But know, my child, that the power you seek will come at a price. We stand now at the crossroads. A decision must be made. 'Tis only natural to be afraid, to hesitate. But for your many trials, you have grown stronger and wiser. And with the love and support of those you hold dear, you have grown to love yourself.
The flood has washed away so much of this world. So many people and places and possibilities, and all the heroes who fought to protect them. Yet here the Scions are, trying so hard to help those few of us who remain, and seeing how tirelessly they work, how completely committed they are to the cause. I can't help but believe. I want to do more than just watch and cheer. I want to make a difference. I want to help them like they helped me, and maybe even inspire others to do the same. Coming together, providing for one another. That's the only way forward I can see. Since all of our heroes are gone, we'll just have to make heroes of ourselves.
'Tis a beautiful, wonderful dream. One we share. Though my power was all but spent in staying the flood, I prayed this final act would give hope to those who survived. That self-same hope lives on in you. It gives me comfort to know that the future is in capable hands. If ever you should falter, remember this. No one, however powerful, is immune to the whisperings of doubt and despair. Do not give in to them. But do not deny them either. Look instead to the light within, that you may continue to serve as a beacon to others.
Lots of cutscenes, I do.
Thank you, Minfilia, for believing in us. For believing in me.
I do apologize for being quiet, but I am thoroughly enjoying the story of this expansion.
Dearest friend, no words can express my gratitude to you for keeping her safe in these tumultuous times. You are a hero to us both. But not even the most valiant heroes can stand alone. Only together may you change the fate of two worlds.
I think she's referring to Ardbert there. Minfilia? Oh, her hair is different. What happened? I remember speaking with Minfilia, and then... Is something wrong? I didn't even notice her eyes, so I'm gonna go with hair. Yeah, her eyes changed too. A parting gift, I think. Until now, I've walked the same path she set before me. The path she set before all the Minfilias. But she's given me a new path, a new life that I can call my own. And even though she's gone, I can still feel her, warm and calm and gentle. I can feel the beating heart of the world, the light that swells within it. And the Light Wardens. There's one here, in Amarang. Let's hurry back. The others need to know. You don't think Thancred will be angry with me, do you? There's only one way to find out. I know there's no getting around it, but... Would you mind going on ahead? I'll be right behind you. I promise. Knowing Final Fantasy, I have a feeling a haircut's gonna happen here. Where am I going? Back up that way. I'll head over here and see if I can't do this on my own. With Quayo, obviously. since they're just giving some XP bonus. Start working towards level 78. Interesting. Bring this guy closer to me. Can't take this guy on all around. It's nice that Quayo keeps slowing him down for us. Oh, good. And Quayo's going to be the target now. One down. We'll have plenty of time to take out the second guy too. Closer. Keep those armadillos out of this fight. That really going in there. Right, so we've got Quayo taking some of the damage away, so that's helpful. Somebody decided to join me. Can't even see the other person. There they are. They're a ninja. Alright. 666,000 experience. Let's go find Thinker now. mean, it shouldn't be too hard. He was laying spread eagle on the ground. Yep, told you he'd be fine. I like the little flowers growing on top of the Talos head there.
Ah, there you are. We were worried.
You look like crap.
Really? She wasn't the one that nearly got herself killed. It's a good thing Urianger called on us when he did. You were at death's door when we found you.
But thanks to your timely ministrations, I was not obliged to walk through it.
Was I right? Did she give herself a haircut? Ah, nope. Guess the hair color changes enough.
Minfilia?
You saw her.
I know I haven't exactly been pulling my weight up till now, but that's all going to change, starting today. I'll do whatever it takes to make Minfilia's dream a reality. I can track the Light Wardens now, maybe even help you fight them.
I'm glad you're back.
You don't have to say that, you know.
But I want to. Your family. How else would I feel?
She will need a name.
A name?
A name of her own. I would not have her walk in the shadow of another any longer.
Says Matoya.
And I think it a fitting tribute to our departed friend, too. At the mention of Minfilia, I would remember the woman who preserved our fellowship when all seemed lost. Do you remember what you were called before you were taken to Yule?
I'm sorry, I don't. I couldn't have been very old when it happened.
Then we must think of a new name. Suggestions?
If the lady herself has no preference, I think the honor should rightly fall to Thancred. After all they have been through together, he's practically a father to her.
Well spotted! I'm so glad you're here to explain these things.
And what exactly is that supposed to mean?
Oh, nothing.
What about Reem?
Ah, blessing in Fae. Wait, does this mean thou wert listening when I delivered my lectures on the pixies?
Not exactly, but that one word made an impression. Of course, if it's not to your liking, I can think of something else.
Reed. Yes, I rather like the sound of it. Thank you.
That settles it then. Welcome aboard, Reen.
Is there another Final Fantasy
I
character
won't
named
let you
Reed?
down.
Sounds super familiar. No, looks like she's the first. Cool. Well, let's talk to Reed. I honestly don't know how to repay you for all you've done, but I promise to do whatever I can to help. Oh, Jesus. Are you certain you're up to fighting so soon? I can't imagine the power of the Oracle is something one learns to wield in the space of a few hours. Maybe not, but the presence of the Light Wardens is unmistakable to me now. In fact, I sense one here in Amarang, to the west. I think it might be hiding underground. Underground? Then it's as we suspected. We thought it prudent to take a brief survey of the area prior to your arrival. To the west, we found the remains of a site known as Malika's Well. If I recall correctly, the well was built in remembrance of one of the ancient kings of Navath Arang, to serve as a source of respite from the desert heat. It fell into disuse after the flood, whereupon the miners of Amarang thought to turn part of it into an excavation site. Judging by its size, the underground waterways are no doubt extensive, the perfect hiding place for a warden. Ryan, are you certain you can track it down? Leave it to me. Then it's settled. We make for Malika's Well. Not a big fan when the big groups show up. There's a lot of voice changing in one fell swoop. How far are we going? I don't need to mount up. Oh, I might as well take care of that fate that's right there too. Wait, do I need to mount up? Okay. Can I deal with the fate while I'm down here? Alright, these masterless Talos are kind of ridiculous looking with their arms up like that. Ah, it discovered me. think I got a kill for the sake. Yeah, 25. Yeah, I'll keep that guy. Should melt from my dot. Killed 2 so far. Before he gets too far away. I didn't get that far out. Oh, come on, guys. Oh, you jerks. Great, no, you don't want to use that on me too. Ow. Let's go ahead and heal myself pretty extensively there. One maiden. Oh. Alright. I've lost track of how many I've taken care of. But I don't think I'm at 25 yet. In fact, that's it. Probably not anywhere close. Do I get something special if I take out the maiden? Doing quite a bit of damage to the Geodudes. Oh yeah, lots of running around. That's the last one I needed. Yeah. Alright. Gives a nice little chunk of XP there. Let's go talk to our friends and move on to the dungeon. It's definitely going to be a dungeon. It's here. I can taste its ether on the wind. Then we finally found our mark. Let's put an end to this, Lilin, and return the night sky to Amarang. Yep, it would be a dungeon. Alright, I'm gonna take 2 minutes, and then we'll hop into the dungeon. So don't go away. I'll be right back. All right, let's hop right in. Wrong button. There we go. Yeah, figured the new content's still gonna have a bunch of people trying to do it. And being the healer, I'm in high demand. Now, being a bad healer, people are gonna regret it. Ooh. Creepy. I like the guys with the 5 eyes. Those were pretty cool designs. Wrong button. There we go. There we go. Alright, got my big heal on that guy for when he drops down to half health. Guilford is a machinist. Not sure if you've had the pleasure of having one party before. A real cupbearer and a real breeder. Some weird sound effects in this. Ah, it's the music, that's not the sound effect. That like weird crunchy noise that's going on. Right in that one. I just think I'm being a little bit helpful. Probably one more school and then the first mini-boss. Oh, or if we just go to a new area. Well, then I got no idea what's coming up. Right into the mini-boss. Really gotta make sure I start casting the right thing at the right time. clearly out of the way of the rock. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Are my shields just not activating? What the hell? There we go. That's not too hard. Ooh, new hat. We'll take a peek and see what it looks like on us after the dungeon's over. Of course, he runs in before I can get shield on him. I guess it's not that big of a scale. Not too much to worry about, I guess. Yeah, he still has the excitation on him, so he drops the hat and gets healed all the way. Or a big chunk of it anyway. Down we go. Oh nice, got cattle lines on them too. We should be very well shielded. Damage output. I'm liking this party. Should get through pretty quick. Meaning less chance for me to mess up. animation of those rock guys attacking still cracks me up. Oh, another mini boss. Plastic emeralds. Oh, monk. I don't see many of those anymore. Alright. Where's he starting from? Oh man. Okay. Water pillar what got me. I think next time I'll just stick close to the boss rather than the outside. Let's get ourselves our berry something. Back to the boss. Now I know what's coming. It shouldn't be as devastating of a fight. I should be able to avoid most of the stuff that hit me last time. Keep an eye out for treasure chests. Like this one right here that we all ran right past. They may not need this stuff, but I could use it. Yeah, everybody's just passing on it. There's a second one here too. Well, now I'm glad I died. Making me miss out on these treasure chests. Nothing back there. That shortcut wasn't a very good shortcut. I feel like we ran most of the dungeon still. Oh my god, I just realized there are buckets on his hands and head. Definitely staying close to him is a lot easier. Oh, and this time it's going out the front, not the hand. I wonder if that means the next time we go, it's going out his back. Even his legs have buckets on them. Holy crap. Whoever designed this boss deserves a raise. That simple. Alright, managed to take him out before he could do that. Maiming doesn't help, slaying doesn't help. Ah, wrong friggin' button again. I don't remember. And all it tells me is that pressing that button tells me that if you're safe, we're safe. What is phase lesson? Let's just execute all nearby party members. Cool. Control 5 is Excogitation, which will heal him for a lot if he drops below half. And then Alt 3 is my Aldequin, which gives him a shield. Forgiven Indecency. These guys sound fun. Not exactly sure what we're trying to do. Destroy them before they get up? Yeah. Well, we got one of those. Off goes our... both of them from this spot. got excited. I saw a book. Books usually mean I get a new weapon, but no, it was for the summoner. Here comes the boss. Man, the Sin Eaters, or the Light Wardens this time, are really, really cool. Like this person's going to be awesome to fight. I can already tell. Intestinal crank. Sounds uncomfortable. What that means? Okay, I know what that means now. Learning this boss. I'm feeling in the near future here we're going to want to hide behind these holes. Fascinating. Crank again. Another one. And one more, apparently. Oh, that's nasty. We gotta move to there, and then move to here. And move back to here. And move back to here. Oh, come on, game. Hearing the victory sound. Nice. Wait, what do you mean I can't carry any more items? I most certainly can carry more items. We'll have to see what that was all about. After I do my Hero of Vanta Black thing. And absorb all this light. Well, that's new. I don't think we've ever had it where we spazzed out like that before. Okay. Unable to obtain. Why? I had plenty of space for it. Well, it's not something that would have helped me anyway, so... The doublet of healing, though. That would be nice. Cool. Alright. Let's equip that. There we are. Not great. Now we get to see the pants we're wearing, too, and those are terrible. Barely pants at all. Oh, it's a skirt. Okay. Yeah. That seems right. Did I get anything else? Nope. Okay. We'll update our thing. Oh, the hat's terrible. Oh, that's why it looks so weird. We've got some sort of, like, awful bag on our hip here. Yeah, that's funky looking. Alright. Let's exit, and... I still don't know why I was unable to obtain the Navith wristband. So weird. Yeah, definitely have plenty of space for it. Plenty of space in my regular inventory too. Oh well. Probably shouldn't stress about it. We can head out. See what people have to say about night returning.
Don't get me wrong, I'm glad those travelers made it all the way to Nabatha Reng.
Yes.
But when Urianger told me the Talos was in pieces, and the trolley didn't look much better, I couldn't help wondering what in the hell's had gone on. What indeed. At least the heart is in one piece. The rest is replaceable.
That's good to hear.
Looking at this mess, though, it's a miracle they survived. You can say that again.
What the? Are you seeing this?
Man, that's gotta be crazy
sky,
to see night for the first time in your life. I don't know how long those guys live, but the humans, they're definitely only just seeing it for the first time. Oh, it's the kid that's gonna die. Well, at least he held out long enough to see the night sky that's now suddenly daytime.
At last, night has returned to Amareng.
It probably should
We'll
have
save this broken world yet, Tesleen. You see if we don't.
probably should have programmed it so that it would be nighttime when we came out for this cutscene, regardless of what the in-game time is.
No doubt retreating in the wake of the Warden's demise.
Back to Calusia, the last refuge of light.
Home to our dear Lord Forthry, who will no doubt do everything in his power to thwart us.
Looks like we're getting to the end.
As well he should, for defeat there would spell the end for both him and his heavenly host. There the fate of this star shall be decided.
We did it. We really did it. I only wish there were time to visit the inn. We can but hope the return of night has granted the residents some shred of comfort. They thought the world beyond changing, but today, I think we proved them wrong. We will fix this broken land, Lilin, together. About halfway to the next level. Are you feeling alright, Lilin? After you defeated the Light Warden, I could swear I saw its aether. Everybody turns to look at me. Never mind. I'm still getting used to my powers. It's probably nothing. I'm just relieved I was right about where the Warden was hiding. The last one is hiding in Calusia, isn't it? I can't feel it from here, believe it or not. But perhaps we should head back to the Crystarium first. We have a lot to tell the Exarch, and I think we could all do with some rest. And I think... she sees it then, too, then. So has Tolla's already told us, or has warned Oriange? I think she's told us that, yeah, we need to go to the Crystarium, so I'm just gonna teleport straight there. I think she's told us, but I know she's for sure told Oriange that absorbing the light is corrupting our Bantha blackness, so that we're becoming just regular, ordinary black, I guess. I don't know. I didn't know where to go with that analogy. Probably have to jump from up there. Oh, I don't feel like doing that right now. What I do want to do is let's go talk to our dwarf friend. Since we have to complete one of these anyway to get to the end of the main story quest, why not do it now? I don't remember what Giat was voiced like, so this might be completely different. Ah. Lally-ho! Looks like you've been training hard. In fact, your muscles so much bigger. It's almost like there's 3 of you. Yes, I'm joking, as you know, but you do seem stronger. I don't suppose you came up with a clever plan for stopping Sofracine while you were at it. Don't worry, I have another test in mind that'll get us some more information. Then we'll be better set to think of something. We'll be killing Sin Eaters again, but this time, you're healing them. Well, trying to anyway. I don't expect it to work. Sin Eaters ain't like us, or like any sort of normal creature. But by seeing your healing magic fail to heal them, we should learn why it don't work. And then maybe we can figure out what's so different about Sofracine. Okay, it's not a terrible idea. I've heard from folks passing through that stray Sin Eaters find their way to Amarang pretty often. Meet me at Mord Souk, and be ready for carnage. Alright. Looks like we're going back to where we just came from. You know what? Let's advance the plot. And we can always meet him in Mord Souk. I have a feeling we're going to be hitting the level wall here in a moment anyway. So we'll have to work with him to get our level up to 78. And that'll be perfect. The others are with the Exarch. Before we join them, there is something I wish to confirm. Tell me, Ryan, have you noticed anything peculiar about Lillian's appearance of late? Anything at all? Speak freely, she won't mind. Well, since Minfilia bequeathed her power to me, I've been able to see the light inside her. Though I didn't think anything of it at first. But after we defeated the Warden in Amarang, I realized something was wrong. You absorbed its aether, Lillian, and the light within you has grown monstrous. Then it is as I suspected. How are you feeling? Oh, that's not a good sign. Lillian! Yeah, cracking sounds aren't a good indication. If naught is done, this will only get worse. Ryan, with the power of the Oracle, you have gained some measure of control over light, have you not? Is there anything you can do for her? Extinguishing it is out of the question. Even at her strongest, Minfilia could only hold back the light. I might be able to suppress it, but I don't know for how long. Then we have no choice but to rely on Urianger. And his secrets. If the next battle is to be the last, you may yet be able to play your part, but you will need all of your strength. I will discuss strategy with the others and see that everything is made ready for our departure. You are to return to your chambers and rest until then. Understood? I was tempted to do the yes, mother. Good. Whether you want it or not, you have most certainly earned some respite. Alright. So going back to our room, we'll initiate a chat with Hardbird. But let's head to Mord Souk and deal with Geoff first. You know, I heard that the liquor here ain't fit to drink. Well, it's not half bad. Gets the job done and with a real kick. Oh, I know what you're thinking. That Giat, always downing one ale or another, you think to yourself. And so good at it, too. I'm uncontrollably jealous. I can't take it anymore. And you quietly weep. On the inside. I'm sympathetic. I am. But my drinking is important. No, indispensable. Dwarves get fiercer the more they drink. Really fuels the fire within. I can see you don't believe me. Fine, you leave me no choice. I'll show you. I'll go on ahead and dice some sin eaters in the time it takes you to finish off this moored swill here. Just gulp that down and come and find me, southeast of here. You'll see. A half-finished bottle of alcohol, apparently purchased by Giat, sits on the mat. The local concoction within it is a deep brown, and from it wafts the stench that can only be described as atrocious. Hey, we ate the bread. The spicy bread or whatever it was. You hold your nose and gulp down the remaining liquid. At first, you taste only pure Shurigen's alcohol. But you then note the aftertaste. It's the flavor of a slightly more potable alcohol, with a hint of feet. Amazing! You finish! Of all non-moored customers, only you and Dwarf ever drink so much! And now we are, even bigger legend amongst the moored. Alright, where am I heading? That way? This looks like a job for a mount. Let me just summon Behemoth. Funny, I'm 10% higher level than all of these guys, and they still aggro me. Alright, that looks like Giat. See? Your average sin eater's no match for me. Not with the power of tradition and alcohol on my side. As a matter of fact, I put down another before I got around to this one here. But I did the job a bit too well. Really mangled the thing. It was pretty gross. Flattened in all the wrong places with bits poking out and the like. So I got it out of here. Anyway, you get the idea. I drink a lot, I kill stuff. You have to admit that it's an effective strategy. And now that we've got our Sin Eater patient, you can try out your healing on it. Go on. Okay, I can't actually cast anything on it, so I just gotta right click on it. As we thought. Nothing. Did you figure out the why of it? You're right on that one. Sin Eaters may look like people or beasts, but it's like they're just pretending. They're not truly alive. Only the light drives them, keeps them going like winding an automaton. And healing magic ain't meant for restoring life to something that didn't have none to begin with. But if Sophrosine's power ain't like the healing magic we know, what is it? I also wonder, why you don't come and revive this one? Is it just too far away to take notice? Then again, I never heard tell of it appearing at Holminster Switch, neither. And so many Sin Eaters got killed there that you'd think it would take note eventually. So why only resurrect some Sin Eaters and not others? This is all too much thinking, not enough drinking. To the Crystarium! Alright. Back to the Crystarium. There we go. God, the music is so good here. Alright, we'll talk to Giat, and then we'll hit up our room, see the Aardvark cutscene. Nope. The more stuff's alright, but this here is fine hell. At least, that's what my body tells me, and I always listen. That's how I keep my muscles primed and my spirits high. Speaking of, would it kill you to relax a little? Being so serious all the time can't be good for you. And the silent staring just makes you seem more, morose. We won't kill Sophrosine any faster for not drinking, that's for sure. Nothing comes easy to sober, folks. And that's why I need a few more in me before I can really get to work, figuring out why Sophrosine does what it does. I keep feeling like I'm missing something obvious, but... Alright. Giat is available for another mission right away, but let's go ahead. Continue with the main quest. Giat's just let's run around and do a few things here and there. Is everything alright, miss? You don't seem quite yourself. Perhaps a hot meal and a freshly made bed will improve matters. Your room is ready if you care to retire. Very good. If you should have need of anything at all, pray do not hesitate to call. Oh, Aardvark. Okay. Wasn't sure if it would be him or Emmett with that face.
And sometimes the dead would rather not be disturbed. But enough about me. What of Armorang? I see. Minfilia's gone then.
All that's
Which
left
means
is
the
Aardvark.
reason I must suffer this purgatory shall forever remain a mystery.
Oh. That doesn't look good.
What's the matter? Are you all right?
What just happened?
I think we just figured out why Ardbert's still around.
Minfilia said my time had not yet come. That I still had a role to play. Not even the most valiant heroes can stand alone. No, it couldn't be. There's only one hero in this room, and it is not me. I'm just a shadow, cursed to wander.
My angry face always makes me laugh.
Forgive the intrusion, but Minfilia, that is, Reen, and the others were asking after you. Is everything all right? That pain again? And did it pass?
I still think the Exarch is this world's Alphinaud. Or at least they're using the same voice actor.
Thank goodness for that. I would not wish to see you suffer. Though I know only too well how much you have suffered on our behalf in recent days. Indeed, I have no right to impose upon you further. Nevertheless, I must ask one thing of you. That you survive this, no matter what. When the dust settles, you must return to your world, for the battles to come, and the wars yet unwon. The final Light Warden is all that stands between us and victory. There is still much we must do to prepare, but for now, I will see if there is aught that may remedy the strange affliction which plagues you.
I wonder if we're gonna have to, go back to our world for part of this expansion, or if that's gonna be stuff in future patches.
Indeed it is. But for now, put all such concerns from your mind. I'll not keep you from your rest any longer. Take as much time as you like.
Oh, I think we're looking through the Exarch's past here. That says Heaven's Word, by the way, which is, it would need to be later, after the liberation of Alamigo, perhaps. We'll just read this. Please, tell me you've finished. We have to go. They'll be upon us at any moment. Very well. Where to next, then? Let's just worry about getting out of the city, and pray the airship is still in one piece. Anywhere we go from here will just be more of the same. Gods, by the sound of that last one, I reckon the Knights 12 might be the Knights Rubble now. Is there nothing else we can do? Look around. This isn't war. It's a sickness, and it's spread to every corner of Eorzea. The city-states are in disarray, and by all accounts, the Far East faring no better. There'll be nothing left of us when this is over. This world is beyond saving. I never tire of that story, when the hero swoops in astride a white dragon to save the little girl. That was us. I could die happy knowing someone like that was still around. Indeed, but not today. Not while our message remains undelivered. Have faith, my friend. We will find her. Yeah, I think that was a memory of the Crystal Exarch. Which means he's from our shard and not this one. Which is even weirder. This friggin' bag. Oh, it was the future. So ridiculous looking. Alright. Ah, Mistress Terskill. I trust you had a pleasant rest. While you were ensconced in your chamber, a message arrived for you from the XIV. He bid you come to the ocular at your earliest convenience. And madam, wherever your duties may take you next, I shall pray for your safe return. May the night keep you. I like the Master of the Sweets. He's a cool guy. My stuff's fine. Talk to this guy so we can get in there. Yeah, it's looking like we'll be heading back to our world within the confines of this expansion pack. Please let them talk.
There you are. May I assume you've had your fill of rest?
Assume away.
That is well. Now that we are all present, let us speak of our plan. Thus far, we have vanquished 4 Nightwalkers, restoring night to much of Norvrand. Only one remains, that of Calusia. And with Reen to guide us, I am certain we will find it.
We're so close now.
If we can just take care of this one last warden, we'll rob the Sin Eaters of their final foothold and drive them out of Northrend once and for all. It will be a new beginning for the First. A chance for the people to rebuild their world.
In short, a prize worth fighting for.
And in thus delivering the First from destruction, so too shall we unsow the seeds of the 8th Umbral Calamity.
Do you hear? Your dreams of rejoining is in jeopardy. Are you sure you're not tempted to intervene?
You labor under the misapprehension that vanquishing the Sin Eaters is tantamount to saving the world. It is not. In truth, you only delay the inevitable, lengthening your fleeting lives by the smallest of margins. Twould be churlish of me to deny you this small concession, close as we've become. Foolish and misguided though you are not without charm. Each and every one of you is possessed of a noble heart. When the weak want for succor, you do not hesitate to provide it. Alas, your nobility is short-sighted. You think only of the problem in front of your nose.
He's got us there.
A limitation of your ephemeral existence.
Our lives may seem short and insignificant to the likes of you, but one does not need to be an eternal being to achieve lasting change.
If I may stop you there, I do not claim that we Ascians are special. That is another misconception. In the beginning, everyone lived nigh for eternity. Such was the natural order of things. But like so much else, this was taken from you.
Keep going. This stuff's interesting.
You won't object if I borrow your plaything?
Yeah, show and tell.
In the distant past, when the world was one and whole, a great calamity threatened all life. It began without warning. The very laws of the star were warped and broken, and chaos swiftly spread throughout the land. Faced with annihilation, we sought to imbue the star with its own will. Thus was Zodiac born, and by his power was order restored. Ere long, however, thankless fools began to fear that Zodiac's might was too great, and so they conjured another to keep him in check. Your own dear Hydaelyn.
And the two beings waged war until, with a single devastating blow, Hydaelyn unmade Zodiac, scattering his being across space and time. So you told us in the Katana Ravel.
Yes, yes. And there began our woes, with Hydaelyn's blow and all that it wrought. As a counterbalance to Zodiac, Hydaelyn was created with the power to enervate her foe.
Enervate's a good word.
This singular ability strikes not at such banal things as flesh, but everything that defines the target, diluting its existence. For example, were she to strike you, two individuals, identical in appearance yet reduced in all respects. Strength, intelligence, the soul itself, all is halved. Do you see? This self-same fate befell not only Zodiac, but the very star. Only 3 were fortunate enough to escape the Sundering, me being one of them. When I beheld the shattered remnants of our home, I knew deepest despair. The inhabitants of these 14 fragments were feeble, frail and foolish, oblivious to their imperfection, ignorant of their past. Malformed creatures thrashing blindly about. Pitiful, disturbing, depressing. So, we took it upon ourselves to rejoin the worlds. But in our eagerness and, I confess, our ignorance, we erred and made a useless void of the 13th. It was only afterwards that we discovered a connection twixt source and shard, a flow of energy that maintains elemental balance. And thus did we arrive at our time-honored modus operandi.
From a purely Ascian standpoint, it could be said that what you seek to do is only logical. But that would be to ignore the immeasurable destruction wrought with each rejoining. You have murdered millions, and this we cannot condone.
By your fragmented existence, you continue to give rise to tragedies far crueler than any calamity. But yes, moral relativism and all that. Case in point, I do not consider you to be truly alive, ergo, I will not be guilty of murder if I kill you. Oh, don't look at me like that. You for whom I have only the highest expectations. A vaunted hero of the Source, 7 times rejoined. Long have I awaited one who might brave a path of lesser tragedy. A resilient soul able to endure the necessary pain. I dare to hope that my wait is over.
I like that they're giving the villain
So,
the backstory
finish your
that makes
task
you
and slay the Light Warden. Make proof of your usefulness, and then we may speak again.
makes you kind of wonder if he is as bad a guy as we made him out to be.
Forgive me, my lord, but this could not wait.
Speak freely, Captain.
Our informant in Colusia sends word of unusual activity in Yulmur. It appears their forces are entrenching themselves at key points throughout the city, making ready for an attack by all indications.
That makes sense.
An intriguing use of resources. I rather doubt Lord Vorthry is concerned for the safety of his citizens.
You think he's harboring the Light Warden inside the city walls? Even if he does have some means of controlling the Sin Eaters, wouldn't that be a little risky?
Risky or not, if there is even a chance the Warden is hiding there, we will need to act fast. The longer we wait, the better prepared the Yulmorans will be.
Agreed. See to your preparations then and make for Colusia. God's willing, this hunt will be the last. Let us see it through to the end.
we should begin by assembling in Rite. There we may assess the situation in Yulmore and decide how best to proceed.
Interesting. Yeah, what is your true name then? Man, the Asians just got way more interesting. Alright, where are we going? Right? Let's go straight there. See how far we can get before we hit a level wall again. Ah, there you are, Lilith. The others have gone ahead to reconnoiter Gate Town. We are to follow shortly. It has been a while, has it not, since the two of us infiltrated Yulmore? Since we faced Lord Vothri, and I felt such fury as I have never felt before? His actions were unconscionable, of course, and any abhorrence I felt for him entirely justified. Yet mingled with my rage there was something else. At first I was unsure what it was, but in the course of our struggles I found the answer. In Vothri's self-righteousness, in his absolute belief that he, and he alone, is the cure to the world's ills, I saw a reflection of myself, and it brought the memories of all my past follies flooding back. He is the vainglorious, ignorant fool I once was, and having shared in his affliction, I feel duty-bound to open his eyes to the truth. Whether he will accept it with the good grace I did is another question. What is it, Ryan? Do you sense the Light Warden? I'm not sure. The aura is different. Perhaps if we were a little closer. 'Tis time we were on our way in any case. Let us join our comrades in Gate Town. Lilith, as a precaution, may I ask that you go first to ensure that the path is clear? The closer we are to Yulmore, the more I worry that Rhine may be recognized. And if you see any prying eyes along the way, pray, encourage their owners to look elsewhere. Wait, which way are we going? Went out the wrong side, okay. It has been a while since we've hit up this area. Alright, we've got one person being attacked by things. Lord Vothry, we hear. We obey. Ah. Oh. Okay. That is creepy as hell. You hail the civilian, but he does not respond and continues his incoherent rambling. Okay. And last one's just down this way. Long live Lord Vothry. Long live Lord Vothry. Okay. So, they're all just creepy. Still wonder what the little island over there is. Ah, good of you to join us. I was debating whether to warn you, but it's too late now. I take it you noticed the people behaving strangely along the path? It's more of the same here. Ishtola and Alice are investigating as we speak. Let's wait and see what they have to say. Willing to bet it's that food stuff that they were giving everybody. Doing good, I've got my caramels.
Strange. Passing strange. By their behavior, we may safely assume that they are under Vothry's mind control. Yet the extent of the effect seemeth to vary dramatically between subjects. It is far too pronounced to be attributed simply to the vagaries of innate magical resistance.
Who ate the most?
Curiouser and curiouser. We met with no trouble en route. My thanks for securing the way. But given the state of the townsfolk, I see we were never in any danger of being recognized.
What can you tell us from here?
What do you see with your magic eyes?
I sense a powerful eater. in the uppermost reaches of the city. But there's something different about it. Its light is impure. We need to get closer.
Oh, so that one's Alphino. Well, unless you're triplets.
Kaishia, what are you doing here?
While I was scouting the area, I noticed a suspicious figure skulking about. So I accosted him, only to have him call me Alphino. I thought it best to bring him along.
You see, that informant who's been feeding secrets to the Crystarium, it's me. See, after you saved my life in Yulmore, I thought about going somewhere far away, but I couldn't just leave, not without paying you back. So I decided to stay here, keep an eye on things, and whenever I spotted something strange, I shared it with your friends.
That took no small amount of courage. Well done.
Well, now we know who our spy was.
Right, so an airship flew in a bit ago, and not long after, Vorfrey starts ranting and raving. You could hear him from all the way out here. Geezer was doing his nut, shouting and screaming like someone had nicked his pie.
It is like the airship bore the soldiers sent to thwart our efforts in our moraine.
So eventually the yelling dies down, and then this hot, sticky wind comes blowing through.
Gross.
Now that's when everyone went funny. No, everyone but me. Well, me and a couple of newcomers, though even they started mumbling about Vorfrey after a while. Not as bad as the rest, mind you.
Newcomers.
Who's going to put together that it's the food?
There's something I need Reen to see. This was among the townfolk's food stores.
Oh, that's just meal. Yulmore doles the stuff out.
No, it couldn't be.
Sin Eater. They've been feeding people Sin Eater.
I know what it is. It's Sin Eater. Meal is made out of Sin Eater.
So it is. In limited quantities, it may have little effect on an average individual. Yet if one were to consume it regularly, over a period of several years, I suspect it would do far, far more than merely nourish the body.
That Vorfrey wieldeth power over Sin-Eaters is known. Could it be that those who partake of their flesh do thereby render themselves susceptible to his influence? 'Twould serve to explain why the town's newer arrivals succumbed less quickly than those raised on a diet of meal.
He's been rounding up Sin-Eaters and feeding them to people. Altering them mouthful by mouthful, all to stop them answering back. There are desperate souls out there killing themselves to escape turning. This is unforgivable. An atrocity.
These Sin-Eaters. What if they are not simply rounded up? Do you remember what we were told when first we came to the city? Many enter, but none leave.
People who ascend turn to Sin Eaters, then turn to food.
Let us put an end to it. To this paradise built upon the bones of the poor. Vorfrey's deeds are beyond justification, beyond forgiveness. Evil.
It's highly probable that the Light Warden is waiting for us somewhere in there, and I'm all for going after it. But our enemies know our faces. They know that we are coming, and they will not let us through without a fight. Like it or not, the time for stealth is past. Now, my friend, if you would be so good as to lead the charge.
Well, come on. Let me lead the charge. When we step through the gates, we'll find not the place of hedonistic pleasure we remember, but a battlefield. If you are prepared for this, then let us sally forth. Let's sally forth.
I can feel it. A dark presence in my domain. Ah! It's them! The villains who would sow chaos in my perfect paradise!
Alright, we're definitely gonna have to fight Fosbury.
Keep them away from me! I command you!
Probably also have to fight Master Tao, or whatever his name actually is.
Long live Lord
Jeez, why do they need to walk like that, though?
He would use his own people as shields.
This area is older than Gate Town. There are bound to be far more civilians under Volthra's control. But they do not act of their own free will, and we must not harm them.
As if we ever would. Press on with Alphino. We'll hold off the civilians and join you as soon as we can.
People. I like that. No, I can't actually do that. They like run ahead and then have to fight this guy. There we go.
May the 12 guide you.
And another one. Doing damage, causing numbers to go down, and then running forward. Any of them yet? I don't think we did. Hey, these guys. Children really have to fight them.
I'll break your funny bone.
Healing. I didn't realize I was out.
I walked for you.
Are these guys also under mind control, or are they just jerks? I guess they're just jerks. Oh, right. Stairs. I'm guessing the elevator wouldn't actually be working right now. Makes sense. It's going to deal with the fodder, and we can keep running forward. Well, this is creepy. Yep, knew it.
You will find my master in his chamber. But only should you kill me this day, and you will not. You may think me under his spell, but I uphold Lord Vorthre's ideals of my own volition.
So you're a crazy guy.
Man is an inherently flawed creature. In his vain pursuit of righteousness, he but sows the seeds of future conflict. Thus, have I chosen to place my hopes upon he who has transcended men, upon he who is unbound by the vagaries of conscience.
Yes, the guy with no conscience is a good person to follow.
But enough talk. I am a soldier, and you are my enemy. Come, let us settle this once and for all.
Yes, please. Hoping to be done with you. Give myself a little shield. Here we go. We're doing about 1% per attack. Not a great sign. I'm guessing 75 is where he'll change up his attacks. Alright. 50. Oh, there we go. 70. But unlike Tancred, I can hit this idiot at range. Unlike Tancred, I can't hide. Oh boy. That goes off. Go here. And dancing. Count some as hits, even though I was clearly out of there. Oh boy. Come on. Man, this guy's annoying. Right. So I want to be near these first. Move over here. Summon the Thunder Spear. Come on, let me. About that anymore. Down below 50. Oh boy. Next is Thunder. This one. Where it's not difficult, it's just time consuming. Seems to be the theme of these non-dungeon boss fights. Come on. Oh, come on. Well, there's enough of a timer that I'm not worried about this at all. No, never mind. Dump as much damage into him as I can. Yeah, I've got him before he finishes his turret glory. So it looks like he went crazy because of all of the dead Minfilius. Which is fair, I guess. Raise them as your own, and they keep dying. Probably gonna make you go nuts. Are you alright, Lilin? The citizens appear to have calmed down for the moment. I can only assume Vothri is otherwise engaged. Let's get to the upper level while we can. Oh, he's eating it. So gross.
Lord Vothri! Your reign of tyranny is at an end! For too long you have preyed upon the desperation of the poor. Now you will answer for the suffering you have caused! And if you harbor even a shred of remorse, I beseech you to use your powers to redress the balance for the future of all in Norvrant.
No, it can't be. This is wrong. It's wrong. The Warden, it's not just a Sin Eater. It's a man.
At least we get to kill this guy.
Remorse? For the future of all? What nonsense is this? There is no justice but mine. No future but mine. No will but mine. It is preordained. I was born to deliver this wretched world.
Or at least he's only just eating the meal.
Me? Unseated? No.
Here I thought he was just eating it raw.
It's impossible. Inconceivable. Absurd. I am a great and wise king. Greatest and wisest. I reign from on high.
I'm wondering who their inspiration was for this guy.
I will not be brought low by maggots like you! Ah! Oh, yes. Of course. I can begin again. Rebuild my paradise. Once I finish my dinner.
God, this guy's creepy. Oh, he ate the fork too.
No, stop him! Thancred, stop him!
The little wings.
Where did he go?
Well, this is exciting. Wasn't expecting that.
Did Vorthri do that?
Wait! That is Mount Gulg, the highest peak in Calusia. It lies on the other side of a sheer cliff, and much as I wish it were otherwise, it is beyond our reach for now. But even if it weren't, there are people here who need our help.
Oh, Alphino.
Please, even if it's only to tend to their wounds.
Well, duh, we're gonna say yes.
Thank you.
I don't know if it will work, but if Vorthri's hold over the people is rooted in light, I might be able to reverse its effects. Will you let me try?
Of course. We'd be grateful for any help you can provide.
Okay, then can the rest of us, like, steal an airship?
Well then, if it's decided, let's all get to work.
I don't know what he was talking about, a sheer cliff. That's just floating in the air. Alright. Let's talk to Thancred. Good news, Lillian. It would seem that Rhine is indeed able to reverse the effects of Vorthri's influence. Even as we speak, she tends to the afflicted in turn. The problem be it, there's no end to her. We're trying to provide what relief we can to those who are waiting, and would appreciate your help if you're willing. We can now attune to the Aetheryte in Yulmore. I think that's what we're going to do, and then we're going to call it a night. Thank you guys so very much for joining me. Hope you've been enjoying this. Looks like we're getting closer and closer to the end of the expansion pack. I may run the new dungeon again a couple times between now and next Final Fantasy Friday, which will be not this Friday, but the following Friday. And then I'll try to get to level 78 so we don't hit any level wall during the next session of the main story quest stuff. So again, hope you're enjoying this. I am super excited by all the stuff they've put into the expansion. All of the stuff we're learning about Zodiark and Hydaelyn and the Ascians. Awesome. Super cool. So again, thank you all for joining me. Hopefully I see you tomorrow for Tiny Tuesday, where we continue our Legend of Grimrock playthrough. Until then, have a good night.